What's up, guys? I'm back again with another cosplay story time. I wanted to start off by thanking you guys so much for the feedback that you gave me on my first ever Storytime video, which I posted a little while ago. Your response was really encouraging and really awesome, and I also really liked that people were sharing their own experiences related to that story, so it was really just an awesome good time. So thanks so much for that, and that's certainly encouraged me to make more and continue on with telling cosplay stories. So without further ado, let's tell another one. Similar to my last story, this is a more recent one because I figured it made the most sense and made things easier just to start with my more recent ones and then kind of go to the older ones later, because otherwise it would take me forever to decide which story to tell next. The thing about this story, and like many other stories, I have a whole list of all the stories that I want to tell in here, and I've been trying to figure out what I would title them. And more often than not, titles for these stories sound like complete and utter clickbait, but they absolutely are not. And this story is absolutely no exception. What you see is what you get. That is not an exaggeration. That is literally just what happened. This cosplay story took place a few months ago at Fantasy 2017, which is still a very small convention, still in its second year. I didn't go the first year because I didn't know it was a thing, but this year I decided to go with my friend Evelina, aka Altair Light, and her two siblings, and overall we had quite a pleasant time. We ended up going on the Sunday, but apparently there's a whole lot more to see on the Saturday, so next time if we decide to go, we will very likely be going on the Saturday. But anyway, the thing with Fantasy, you could probably tell by its name, it's about gaming and fantasy tabletop business. Fantasy. If you haven't seen already, I actually did a short little kind of music video montage slash vlog, which I will have linked up here if you want to check it out. It'll give you an idea of kind of what the convention was like. It was overall very small, but the staff was really great and it was a really nicely run con, so there you go. The thing with Fantasy is that obviously the main draw is kind of the LAN pit, LAN area, LAN floor. We're gonna call it the LAN pit. That's probably not what it's called, but for the sake of this video, that's what we're gonna be calling it. So yeah, essentially LAN pit, you book an area on a table. Someone's using a chainsaw outside. Do you wanna maybe shut up? No? Okay. Oh! They're doing like a whole lot of construction. I apologize, but I can't really make them stop, so... Anyway, so this is really bothering me. Can you stop? Who is that? Who are you? Why do you have to be doing this now? Why? Why do you have to be doing this right now while I'm doing this video? It's rude. Why we can't have nice things. Are you done? Are you? Well, anyway, okay. So the main draw is the LAN pit. Basically, you rent a spot, basically like a part of a table, you set up your PC and you play a game. Probably Overwatch, because that's what most people were playing. Of course, this was our first year, we didn't really know what to expect, so we didn't have an area in the LAN pit. We just decided to kind of just come out and see the sights. So there actually wasn't a whole lot to do if you didn't have kind of like your tabletop setup or your gaming setup, but they did have this little arcade, which is essentially a bunch of PCs with old school emulators on them, so you could sit down and play retro Nintendo games, essentially. They had like Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, and so we decided to just, no one was using it, so we just decided to chill out there, and it was super fun. And this is where our story begins. We're sitting there, so I'm cosplaying a Gajinka Umbreon from Pokemon, and my friend Evelina is cosplaying Chell from Portal, so we're both like cute video game girls, essentially. That's essentially what we're cosplaying, and so we're just sitting there and we're not taking this seriously. We're just playing platformers and we're doing it very casually. We're just having a good time, and there really isn't much to see. Like, it's just us kind of goofing around playing Mario. It's not like we're super amazing speedrunning it or anything. Like, there's not much to see. It's just two of us goofing around. But there's this guy who comes up, and from what I remember, he's dressed in like a black, kind of like the typical black trench coat, and he's standing behind us and he's watching us. He starts watching us play for a very long time. He doesn't say anything, but he's standing like a little ways away, so like not like right behind us, but like close enough that it's uncomfortable. And I mean, he's not necessarily doing anything creepy, but I'm still getting very like unsettling vibes from this guy, just because, I don't know, it's weird. Like, if we were really good at it, it would make sense to stand there and watch us, but like, he's just standing behind us watching us play, and it's just very uncomfortable. Like he's not necessarily being like outward creepy, but like the creep vibes are there. So I don't really know what to make of this. And he's there for a while. We just keep playing, and Evelina's totally not bothered by this. I, on the other hand, have had enough creepy experiences at cons that when anything kind of gives me this weird gut reaction, I'm always kind of like, maybe this is bad. Anyway, we keep playing Mario and we just keep goofing around, and the guy eventually leaves, and so I'm like, alright, cool, so he's left. We switched through a whole bunch of different games because they have such an amazing selection there, and we basically are taste testing them, right? We play like Ninja Turtles for a little while, which was awful, and played Powerpuff Girls for the GBA, which again was really awful, and we're just basically goofing around in cosplay, and it's a fun time. Eventually we decide to play Sonic Advanced. Don't mind a good old-fashioned Sonic game, except this is not a good old-fashioned Sonic game, it's more of like a newer-fashioned Sonic game, but like, I don't know where I was going with that. Okay. I see that they have Sonic, and I'm like, oh, like, let's play Sonic. That sounds like it would be fun. And at this point, the guy has come back. He's come back and he's watching us play again. And it's, again, making me uncomfortable. I don't know why he's there. There's really nothing to see. Like, that being said, I feel like he wasn't there for the gameplay. You know, we're playing awful, and anyway. He's not there for the gameplay, is essentially the overwhelming vibe that I'm getting. So we decide to boot up Sonic Advanced, and I realized that like pretty much anything past the classic Sonic games are probably gonna be bad. Like, this doesn't hit me until we start it up. And like, it's Sonic Advanced, and I see that this is during that period of time when Sega was trying to push all the other Sonic characters like Cream and Big, and like, you know, I feel like all the games that have those characters kind of like shoehorned in there, like, it's not necessarily going to be a good Sonic game is what I'm trying to say. And like, I appreciate Sonic. I think, you know, the old school games are great. I think Sonic Colors was really fun. Parts of Sonic Unleashed were really great. And like, I grew up playing Sonic in the store. So yes, I have the childhood attachment to Sonic, and I respect him as a franchise, but I also appreciate that he is like also 100% meme. He is also a good meme. So I'm exhausted because I had to wake up really early to get ready for this convention, and we just had caffeine, and we're playing this Sonic game that's probably gonna be bad, and I just, out of nowhere, we're at the character select screen, and it's on Sonic, and I just, out of nowhere, I'm like, my name is Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love chili dogs and big-ass shoes! And Evelina and I just start killing ourselves laughing, because I don't know where this came from, she doesn't know where this came from, but like, it's a good time. You know what? Like, everybody appreciates a good old-fashioned terrible Sonic impression. So then she decides to scroll through all the other characters, so then we go to Tails, and I'm like, my name is Tails, and I haven't had a consistent voice actor in like forever. Once I was voiced by a literal 12-year-old. And then the next character is Knuckles, and I'm like, my name is Knuckles, and I am too edgy for you! And at this point, the guy is out of there. The guy was standing behind us, and he's gone. He leaves. I guess he found this like insulting, and you know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. In my last story I mentioned that sometimes it's hard to get creeps to leave, you know, when someone's making you uncomfortable, it's hard to speak out. And so I learned on that particular occasion that like sometimes you can just unintentionally get creeps to leave you alone by doing just terrible Sonic the Hedgehog impressions. So he's gone, but like, of course, I'm totally like wrapped up in my, you know, amazing Sonic impressions, and Evelina is just killing herself laughing, so she scrolls over, and like the next character's Amy, and I'm like, my name is Amy Rose, and I may look cute, but I'm annoying as hell! And then it's like Cream the Rabbit, and she's like, my name's Cream the Rabbit, and I just want to help. And then I think for Big, I was like, my name's Big the Cat, and I'm literally the worst. Nobody likes me. I never said they were good. Again, I never said they were good. I just said they were Sonic impressions. Long story short, that is the day, that is the time that I scared a creep away by doing terrible Sonic the Hedgehog impressions. So I guess the moral of the story, like I said before, is you could scare away creepy nerd boys by doing awful impressions. Or maybe like they don't even like Sonic, but they're like, wow, this chick is weird, I gotta get out of here. Which, you know what? I'll take it. It works. And you know what? You're not wrong. I am weird, and you should not try to hit on me. So I would say to let me know in the comments if you've had anything similar happen to you, but I feel like this is a very unique experience. But like, again, I mean, either way, if you've had this similar kind of experience and you managed to scare a creep away by doing terrible Sonic the Hedgehog impressions, I'd love to hear about it, and good hats off to you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who found this as a way to get rid of creeps. So anyway, again, thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to bring you more cosplay stories, and I will see you guys all in the next video. But until, oh, what is this? What? It's like a microphone, but like on my chin. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, I will see you guys all in next week's video. Until then, Panda Faces, please be sure to take care. And I'm Sonic the Hedgehog! My name is Tails, and I haven't. No, that's not what I did for Tails. Damn it.